Michael, I want to get your thoughts on the world the last couple months. And, you talk about liberty versus security. And I think you've said that the pandemic has raised the moral debate of the cost of freedom. And I'm just curious, what have you witnessed happening? And what are some of the questions we have to ask ourselves lately?
Yeah, well, I've been tweeting about this the last couple of days because there's all these so-called freedom-loving conservatives who are refusing to wear masks. They're going into stores where everyone has a mask on but them. There's a video going around this morning of, like these people purposely coughing in people's faces, like right up, like just like this close. Take that. Tell me what to do. I love my freedom. I'm an American, and Constitution gives me the right to not wear a mask and so on. These people are deeply confused about what freedom means. So, like my simple example is, you're not free to drive on the left side of the road. Maybe you would in England. There's a reason we have that, so you don't get killed by people just randomly driving down whatever lane they want to. So we give up rights all the time. We give up freedoms for security. And conservatives don't like to hear that, but of course they totally believe in that, because conservatives believe in the rule of law and law and order and military and police. All that is based on people giving up their freedoms for security. So the freedom for me to swing my arm ends at your nose. I'm not free to just to hit anybody I want. And because you should be free from my violence in the same way I should be free from your germs. So this is, again, like the vaccination issue, which, we've been tracking since I started Skeptic magazine 27 years ago, because that's when the anti-vaxxer movement started. And they just changed the goalpost. It was so predictable that the moment COVID-19 began, that the anti-vaxxers would be all over this. And of course they were, because they're not really against anti-vaccination. It has something to do with their fear of big pharma, big government, and so on. That's really what it's about. And but again, yes, you should be free to not vaccinate your kids, but my kids should be free from your diseased kids. So you can't take them to public parks, public libraries, public schools, the public arena where we engage with each other. We have to be free from each other's threats. Okay, and COVID-19 is that for sure. And, now it's debatable about like, how long should we keep the economy shut down? Can we reopen restaurants and people are 6 feet apart, whatever. You can have masks, but you don't have to wear them all the time because you got to eat, whatever. That's all debatable. That's fine. But this idea that, freedom means I can do anything I want. No, that isn't what freedom means at all. And I'm telling you this as a classical liberal, former libertarian. I'm a big freedom guy, but we got to have rules, because we're a collective. We a social species. We live with each other, and there are threats that we have to protect each other from.